Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and this is Curtis, the Croton. I don't want to move him, so I'm sorry if that is bothersome, but I thought I could give some ambiance to the video. So I know you clicked on this and you're like, oh, is this the unpopular opinions that you asked for the other day? No. And that video is coming, but I got a lot of responses, so I want to take my time and go through and be able to screenshot and remove people's names and photos and all of that for that video. So that will be coming, and you're like, when is it coming? I don't know. Maybe you should subscribe and you can hit the notification bell, and then you'll know exactly when that video comes out. This video is the unpopular opinions tag, and I saw Bow Ties and Books, which is Jessie, tweet that they were upset that the creator of this tag, Kashawn, the book archer on YouTube, doesn't have a higher following. And I feel the same. I've seen this tag many years from watching booktube. It's definitely one of the top three. This one, the mid-year freakout tag, and booktube newbie tag. So she only has 6,000 subscribers, which, you know, isn't good enough. She deserves more. That video has like 52,000 views. Every booktuber does it at some point. I even did the tag back in the day on Instagram. So anyway, I wanted to do this video because I've always got unpopular opinions and to give her a shout out. So if you're not following Kashawn at The Book Archer, you should be. I will definitely link her channel down below. If you see this, Kashawn, thank you for creating this awesome tag. And so I will get started with the questions. And the first one is a popular book or series that you didn't like. And there are so many. And it would be easy for me to say a fantasy one, but I'm going to change it up and kind of go contemporary romance. And I'm going to say 3 because I'm me. Red, White, and Royal Blue, The Flat Share, and the other one. So Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, The Flat Share by, I don't know, and another one I can't remember the title of, but I will put here, it's that Renaissance Fair one. All of these I DNF'd. Red, White, and Royal Blue was boring and too long. The Flat Share, the formatting was so freaking weird. The one character, the way they talked, I could not stand it. I can't remember if it was this or another book where when there was dialogue, there weren't quotations, and that threw me off. Or that could have been Normal People by Sally Rooney. I don't know. Either way, didn't like that one. And then the Ren Fair one, again, dull. I don't understand the hype. Those are all really talked about books, and I was bored out of my mind. So those are my answers. The second one is a popular book or series that everyone hated and you loved. So this one is kind of hard because if everybody hates it, then I usually hate it. But I will say that Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, a lot of people don't like those books, or they're the least favorite in the series, and they're some of my favorite because it's before that character we get an Heir of Fire, which is the third book, and it's just, you know, early Kale and Dorian, and I love those two, and I love their friendship. So I love the early books for just their simplicity. I know they're not the best and not as much happens as the later books, but I still love those. I reread them and I still feel, you know, all warm and fuzzy inside compared to the other books in the series that a lot of people, Heir of Fire is their favorite, or Empire of Storms, which, you know, everyone has their own opinion, but I know that the first 2 books aren't the greatest to a lot of people, but I love them. So the third one is a love triangle where the main character ended up with someone you didn't like, or an OTP that you're not a fan of. So I'm going to go with an OTP, which is One True Pairing. And I'm going to say, and this is kind of spoiler for Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, or Nina and Matthias. I don't hate Matthias, but they're no OTP to me because of who Matthias is and who Nina is. And if you read the series, then you know. I know so many people are like, oh my god, Nina and Matthias. And I'm like, I mean, if Nina's happy, I guess I'm happy, but overall, I didn't love him for her. Number 4 is a popular genre that you rarely reach for. So I feel like I've gotten better in reading more outside of like my comfort of fantasy, but I really don't read horror. I don't think I've ever read a horror book traditionally, but I'm going to change that because next month I am reading House of Leaves. I cannot remember what the author's name is, and that is horror, and I'm excited but nervous because it's very long. I haven't read horror before, and the formatting is super original. So I'm nervous about that. I also want to read Pet Sematary. I've got a couple horror books coming in from the library, so that is definitely one I don't reach for. Maybe it's not as popular on booktube, but I think it's still, you know, a popular genre. I also don't read YA contemporaries. No, they're so dumb. Sorry, that is so rude. They're just not for me at all. So a popular or beloved character you didn't like. Whew, I mean, so many. In an effort to not use Throne of Glass again, although I would say Rowan, I'm going to say Mistborn then. Not like, I know a lot of people love her and love her character, and I love the Mistborn series, so how is it possible to not like one of the main characters and love the series? Like, she does get better and she has her moments, but overall she's like not my favorite because, I don't know, there was something about her that annoyed me a lot, but I still love the books, but I would say then. Number 6 is a popular author you can't seem to get into, and I definitely would say Victoria Schwab. Now, I will say, okay, the first V.E. Schwab book, Victoria Schwab book I read was Vicious. Oh my God, I love Vicious, which should have been a standalone. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Then Vengeful came out, which Vicious now is a series, and was so excited about it, so bored, didn't finish it. Then I tried the A Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. I read the first book and it was very meh. I tried the second one, was very bored, DNF'd it, got rid of them. So that's all I've tried by her so far. I do have one more book on my shelf by her. I don't know what it's called. Our Dark Duet. This Savage Song, and I haven't read that one yet, but I'm hesitant because when I talk about things I don't like about her writing, and I talk to other people who have read like almost all of her work, and they're like, well, that's just a theme throughout, I don't think that she's for me. I'm considering borrowing the Addie LaRue book from the library just to see, because the premise sounds awesome, but who's writing it? But again, benefit of the library. But that will definitely be her last chance. If I read that and I don't like it, I'm done. Probably just unhaul this Savage Song if Addie LaRue isn't good. But V. Schwab. And I know everyone loves her, but you know. Lila Bard. Please. Number 7 is a popular book trope you're tired of seeing, and there's so many, but I think one I really can't stand that happens a lot in YA is the immediately good at something, and this is usually female characters, but it's like, she's never picked up a sword. Oh my gosh, she's the best swordswoman they've seen in a century. Or, you know, just like they're immediately good at something. They don't have to struggle or work for anything. And kind of in that same vein that I'm not like other girls. I don't know, I'm pretty, but I'm very beautiful. I'm so plain, but I'm so beautiful, and everybody wants me. It's just like, give us something else, please. That is tired. I am tired of seeing that. Do better. Number 8 is a popular book or series you have no interest in reading. And there's a lot of those. So, I mean, I can name a lot. The Cruel Prince books, what is this? The Folk of the Air or something. To All the Boys I Loved Before. The Shatter Me books. Yeah, I have zero desire to read those because I'm just like, And then the last one is the saying goes, the book is always better, but what's a movie or TV series that you think is better than the book? And I'm gonna say The Martian by Andy Weir. I watched the movie first with Matt Damon, and I loved it. And then I read the book and I was bored to tears. Too much science, just, it missed the mark for me. But also, and this may be controversial, and you can say what you want in the comments, I don't care, but Lord of the Rings. I love those movies. That is a work of art. Those are masterpieces. I rewatch them all the time. They're amazing. Soundtrack, visually, I just love the Lord of the Rings movies. And I enjoy the Hobbit movies, don't come at me. But I read The Fellowship of the Ring and it took me months to get through that book. Not that it was the worst, but it was slow. It was dense. I have yet to read the other two. I have read The Hobbit, really enjoyed that. The Fellowship of the Ring, though, I go back and forth whether I'm going to finish the trilogy, and sometimes I'm like, why? I know what happens. I should just watch the movie, but whatever. Anyway, the movies are iconic. I love the soundtrack. And the books are just different in not a good way.
I said what I said.
But that's the end of the tag, and so I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please go check out the Book Archer. Her channel will be linked down below. I'm going to put their names on the screen because I'm blanking. I'm going to tag Steph, I'm going to tag Robin, and I'm going to tag a third person. Also going to link their channels down below. You should check them out. Always check my description because it's going to always have a bunch of stuff, any of the books I listed. And so I hope you give this video a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you'll know when the other Unpopular Opinions video is coming out. And that's just going to be me reacting to your unpopular opinions. And some of them I've been like clutching my pearls. So I am really excited to film that video. So I hope you've enjoyed. I appreciate you for watching. And you know what I'm going to say next. Please take care of yourself. Stay moisturized. Stay hydrated. Wash your mask. Wear your mask. Take care, okay? But thanks for watching. Bye.